Can't walk a day inside my side.
To end the run, Irving, count it. So the Stars end up winning it.
Well, and you have to be excited for the upcoming draft after a game like that. A lot of talent on display in that game as the Stars get the win.
And there might be some winners and losers here as far.
Greetings. I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Rockets. In addition to the 14th pick, we also have the 23rd pick in the upcoming draft and are looking at you with one of those picks. We'd like to get to know you better by asking you a couple of questions. Let's get to it. As a younger team, I feel like we have a lot of opportunities for you. I'm here to tell you you have a chance to be our franchise centerpiece if you put in the work. How many other teams can offer you that? That being said, we still have a couple years ahead of us where we're going to be acquiring young talent and assets. We might struggle a bit in those years. Are you going to be able to remain focused during the rebuilding years?
Definitely. It's clear to me that you guys have a plan. Rebuilding is a means to an end, and you need players who are going to stick it out through both the good times and the bad. If you believe in me, I believe in you and what you're trying to do here. We both just want to win, right?
Next question. Talk about what you have to improve on as you make the jump to the next level. We'd like to see what you think about your game as a whole.
Primarily my focus and being mentally tougher. I need to study the game and watch the players in front of me and learn. I also need to learn from the veteran guys so I can step in and contribute when my name is called.
Great answers. I really think you'd fit in great with us. Here's hoping we're able to draft you with our pick.
Hello, and nice to meet you. I'm the Director of Player Personnel for the Utah Jazz. My scouts have expressed a lot of interest in you. Before I can give my blessing to use our draft pick on you, I'd like to ask you a couple of questions, to make sure you'd fit in with what we do here. I really think the first piece to getting this franchise back on track is to find and develop our point guard of the future. The point is the one position that can really make or break a team and change the overall direction of the franchise. Looking back at the Hornets, look at what Chris Paul did for that team. We want a point guard who will do the same for us, and we think you might be that guy. Convince us of that.
Honestly, that's a lot of pressure, but something we all dream about when we're kids, Everyone wants their own team. Do I want this to be my team? Of course I do. I just don't know if I'm ready to handle that kind of responsibility right out of the gate. If the organization's willing to grow with me, to go through those struggles together, it'd be the greatest honor for me to represent this organization as its cornerstone.
All right then, one more. We realize that here in Utah, we don't have the appeal of a Los Angeles or a New York or Chicago. We tend to look for players who would be proud to be part of this organization. Someone who can really take pride in being a member of the Utah Jazz. Someone who's willing to spend their entire career as a member of the Utah Jazz. Are you that person?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm still so young. I haven't played a single minute in the NBA yet, so I don't feel that I can tell you, at least with any certainty, that I'm going to play my entire NBA career for one team.
Some interesting answers. Thanks again for your time.
Greetings. I'm the GM and Director of Player Personnel for the Pacers. We have the 15th pick in the draft, and we're looking at potentially using this pick on you. First, though, we would like to get to know you better by asking you a couple of questions. Let's get to it. We feel like we already have good point guard depth on our roster in Darren Collison and George Hill. Where would you see yourself fitting in with those guys?
I imagine I'd be spending a couple seasons coming off the bench and learning as much as I can before assuming a starting role. I'm okay with that as long as your long-term goal for me is to take over the starting role at some point. I don't plan on spending my career as a backup.
Okay, last question. What do you think you'll bring to a franchise as far as marketability?
Swagger. Everywhere I've gone in my life has been big. I think my presence has always created a rock star environment, and I think a lot of that has to do with the way I carry myself. I play hard both on the court and off the court, you know? Life's to be enjoyed, my man.
Okay, I think we were able to get a good read into what you're all about. We'll be in touch.
Good evening and welcome to the 2011 NBA Draft. For the young men waiting to hear their names called this evening, this moment marks the realization of a lifelong dream. For the fans here and at home who enjoyed this past season and tonight get a glimpse at tomorrow's stars, I thank you for joining us. It's a moment of tremendous excitement as these young men prepare to join the ranks of the greatest basketball players in the world. So without further ado, let's get started. With the first pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Kyrie Irving from Duke University. With the second pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Derek Williams from the University of Arizona. With the third pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Enes Kanter from Turkey. With the fourth pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Tristan Thompson from the University of Texas. With the fifth pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Nick Brown from Boston College. With the sixth pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Jan Veselý from Czech Republic. With the seventh pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Bismack Biyombo from Congo. With the eighth pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Brandon Knight from the University of Kentucky. With the ninth pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Bobcats select Kemba Walker from the University of Connecticut. With the 10th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Jimmer Fredette from Brigham Young University. With the 11th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Klay Thompson from Washington State University. With the 12th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Alec Burks from the University of Colorado. With the 13th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Phoenix Suns select Markieff Morris from the University of Kansas. With the 14th pick in the 2011 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select the 19-year-old point guard from New York,